Well, howdy there, partner, and welcome to this here episode of GuildRock. Some new cowpokes have come in on this here train, and I reckon they're here for the sheriff election. We even gonna elect ourselves a brand new mayor. We need some new government and new law and order here in this town. One of the new fellas goes by the name of Brooksy93, and he is currently squatting in this here terrain car. He is a cowpoke through and through, and he is running for the new sheriff position. Now, I'm not always too kindly when it comes to strangers, but Brooksy seems okay to me. You know, anyone who's got such a fine hat has to be at least a half a cowboy, so I guess I'll give him my signature here in this book that he seems to be collecting. And I'm not really too sure about these here emoticons. My grandchildren taught me that it's a nice thing to do, so I guess we will do that anyway. But in all seriousness, welcome to the third episode of my Let's Play here in the GuildRock SMP. I'm your host, OmLedu. And as the intro implied, we have a bunch of brand new players and a few new roles that need to be filled. We are currently holding elections for sheriff and for mayor. Now, there may or may not be some voter strong-arming involved, but either way, it should be a whole lot of fun. I'm excited to see who our new sheriff and who our new mayor are. Brooksy93 is running on the grounds of stopping the illegal Lockley coin currency that has been plaguing our lands. And actually, I kind of like the Lockley coins. I'm planning on building a game that uses the Lockley coins, but that's beside the point. In the meantime, I'm going to practice being sheriff myself, and I'm going to build myself a little makeshift jail for Thomas here. You know, he shouldn't be strong-arming the voters like he's doing. You know, whether or not he's supporting Brooksy is beside the point. You know, he needs some time out in this here cell. Oh, and looky there, Deputy Redstone Slime is doing a good job at helping seal in Thomas. You know, we got to keep these troublemakers away from the good old God-fearing public. And I'm also excited to say that there have been a lot of brand new additions to main spawn and to the shopping district. There's just been a whole lot of activity as of late. We even have a DeLorean that crashed through the nether portal into main spawn. Now, I don't know too much about that there time travel, but I do like me a fancy car. I also like me a fancy new saloon as well. You know, this is really, really cool. The interior decoration on this saloon is just top notch. I mean, everything is so super duper cool. You know, I've never been very good at the minor details, but in every corner of this room, there's like details that actually look like different representations of stuff, like sinks and chairs and cups and just all sorts of really neat stuff. And we even got a cowboy stripper up here in the champagne room. Yeehaw! Oh, goodness. And this is the brand new courthouse, which I was supposed to be a judge for. You know, if you watched last episode, we were going to hold a trial, and I was supposed to be the judge, but they kind of held the trial without me, and I'm kind of sad. You know, but that's okay. This courthouse looks fantastic. I love how it looks, and we even have a functional chair up here. That's super duper cool. They put a minecart inside of a stair, so it's actually a functional chair. You know, that's something that I think Minecraft should have added long ago. You know, functional furniture such as chairs would not be that hard to make. I mean, they already have the hard part done with the sitting animations. So I need to take my complaints up to the brand new sheriff office. Even though we don't have a sheriff yet, maybe they can do something about it. But in all seriousness, this building looks really cool. We got some jail cells, we got the sheriff's, desk and his table, and we got Redstone Slime having a seizure here. You know, I think instead of a sheriff, we might need a doctor. You know, maybe like a therapist maybe? I'm not sure, but he definitely needs some medical assistance. And on top of brand new builds and election shenanigans, we even have some political campaigning as well. Like I mentioned, Brooksy93 is running on the grounds of getting rid of what he believes to be the illegal currency plaguing this realm, aka the Lockley coin. So he's been doing some campaigning, going around and publicly destroying the Lockley coins. You know, poor Lockley coins. They were even added as a custom texture by one of our members. But I kind of like the Lockley coin, so I might just have to steal this one and run away. Run away! The Lockley coin didn't do anything to you. Leave it alone. Leave Lockley coin alone. They're shooting arrows at me and they're coming over the roof like Spider-Man. I better give it back. This isn't looking too good for me. You know, but we can actually craft the Lockley coins now, so they're pretty easy to get. You know, it's just like a diamond and a red dye or a poppy or something like that. So we'll just continue watching Brooksy and Thomas killing the Lockley coins one by one. You know, I still have my own stash of Lockley coins, plus I plan on crafting a whole lot more. You know, but they don't need to know that. Don't tell them, shh. And that is a lot of TNT just to kill one poor little Lockley coin. I mean, that's like 16 TNT. Oh, and it's gonna blow up like half this hillside. That poor little Lockley coin never stood a chance. It's definitely gone forever now. All in all, Brooksy's campaign strategy seems to be working. He has gathered quite the crowd. He's even attracted some little bugs. And these bugs are attacking redstone slime. Oh my goodness. I hope he doesn't catch some disease. He was having a fit earlier, and oh no, it triggered his symptoms again. Redstone slime is having another seizure. I think we definitely need a doctor instead of a sheriff, guys. I mean, we have one member having seizures. We have another member who's just frozen, just staring off into space at the piano. I think we got some mental health issues in this server here. We might need a therapist or a doctor instead of a sheriff. That might just be a suggestion for the future. But there is a whole bunch of campaigning going on. It is super duper exciting. There are billboards everywhere with fancy faces and fancy text and fancy slime creature blob things, as well as some brand new builds popping up, both from the new players and from the old. So I'm going to go around and check out some of the campaigning and check out some of the new builds. And after checking out some of the new stuff, I think I'm going to go back and build on my base for a bit, give you some updates on that. And then I want to build a mini game. I think I'm going to follow one of my old tutorials for a multiplayer random target archery game. And I plan on making my very first time lapse ever while I build that. I'm super duper excited. Since I got a new PC, I now have 2 PCs, so I can use my old one to record me building on my new one and then turn it into a time lapse. So that should be super duper cool. I'm very excited to start doing time lapses, but I'm also very excited and intrigued by this brand new building by the train. This wasn't here even just a couple of days ago. How cool is that? I always loved this train, and now it has like a little train station and a water tower, and just, oh, this looks so cool. I definitely gotta go check out the inside. This whole area is really coming along. Spawn is looking really nice. And these train tracks and trains just keep on growing every single day, and they are looking fantastic as well. Just look at this interior. I love this ticket booth, and I love the ceiling. Oh, this is all just so super cool. I absolutely adore all of this. And main spawn isn't the only place that's been a changin' and a growin'. The shopping district has gotten some upgrades as well. Some voter propaganda and some new shops. This blimp looks absolutely fantastic. What a great propaganda ad. We got some new airplanes. I love that one holding the GuildRock sign. We got a billboard for Tanya for mayor, a billboard for Fish for mayor. Just lots of brand new stuff. It is super duper exciting to see all of the fancy new stuff in the shopping district. We've got some revamped shops and some brand new ones as well. It's so super cool having a fleshed out shopping district where you can easily buy anything that you need in order to build new cool stuff. We got lots of fancy new light posts, and a lot of this looks updated. It's hard to remember exactly what changes when, but it definitely looks crazier than it did before. We even have some Tanya propaganda on the ZQ HQ. That's pretty funny. And honestly, I'm a member of ZQ, and I'm not very involved in the shopping district, which I do need to remedy. That is kind of sad that I don't help out with the shops. Oh, and this shop even got rebuilt. If you watched last episode, you saw that it got exploded. And it apparently got rebuilt, but it doesn't look like it's very stocked. But again, I'm part of ZQ, and I'm not very good at maintaining the shops. I really need to talk with my guild and get more involved when it comes to maintaining our stores. But look at this area over here. We got some brand new Star Wars spaceships. That's super duper cool. And we got an X-Wing down there. That is super fantastic. Man, right off the bat, when I caught a glimpse of that, I could tell exactly what it is. That is so cool. I'm really bad at this small, detail-oriented build style. I could never build something like this. And you can tell exactly what it is. That is just so super cool and inspiring. I need to get building stuff of my own. So back to my hidey hole, and we need to do some upgrades. My hidey hole is just have stone walls, and it has shulkers and chests just all over the place. All of these things are just full of unsorted items, and this is just messy and bad. So I went ahead and I built myself a little chest room so that I can kind of organize some of my mess and get it out of the way. This also gives me a place to safely keep and display my collectibles. I have the GuildRock logo map, and I have some Lockley coins that are original, not even the brand new ones that you can craft, the original ones made by Lockley himself. But also, My guild does have a bulk storage for all the guild members, so I'm not really planning on using this all that much. It's just going to be a temporary go-between, and then I can use this little quick escape to go to our guild's chest room to dump off all of my stuff on occasion so that anyone can use it. Admittedly, I'm just too lazy to bring all of my stuff to this chest room and sort it every single time I get some stuff. I'm more the type that just shoves everything into a chest monster and just calls it good. It may take me 5 or 10 minutes to find what I'm looking for, but I save 5 or 10 minutes every time I dump stuff off because I don't organize it. But at least now I can get rid of some of this chest monster nonsense and move it down into my brand new storage room. This will also open up some space so I can actually decorate. That is, if these slabs would cooperate. Every time I place a slab right here, it just pops out of position. Look at that. Look at that nonsense. Like, how am I supposed to decorate when the slabs just move wherever they want to go? Like, how does this make any sense at all? Oh, maybe if I aim at a different angle or something, it'll get placed in there. Yay, okay, thank you. But looky there, my base decor is really coming along if I do say so myself. Now, I did make a fatal error when it came to designing my base, and that is I included a circular path inside of my house. And so now I'm just going to waste hours and hours just running in a circle around my base, rather than actually getting stuff done. Let me know in the comments if you're also the type who just runs in circles wasting food rather than getting stuff done. But I'm sure there's better uses of my time, so now it's time to build a mini game. And there we go! I did something productive and I built a multiplayer archery minigame. If you would like to build this too, I have a tutorial on how to build the redstone for the 4-target randomized 2-player archery minigame that I will link in the video description and here on the screen. And I will show an example of it being played here in just a few minutes, but first let me take some time to appreciate the build. I think this turned out really, really nice. Our gaming district is actually separated out into multiple sections that each have a theme. So I built this in the nether area, which is why it has the nether theme. But I think it turned out really cool. I tried to keep in mind what it might look like with the RTX enabled, in the hopes that I could make it look even cooler with RTX turned on. I'm still getting used to exactly how RTX handles the light distribution of stuff. So like this lava under the glass, I was really hoping would illuminate more, but the glass kind of mutes the light coming from the lava a bit. Now the fireball in the sky does look really, really nice, and I really love how the ghast's eyes are glowing. So those turned out really, really cool. But I use the Defined PBR RTX pack. If you're interested or you want to have a cool RTX pack to use, I would definitely recommend that one. Some of the other RTX packs that I've seen are just way too dark and you can't see anything at night. But now it's time to hang out with Akeda Wolf and play some archery games with him. I'm super duper excited to finally get to play this with someone. I'm also excited to get back into designing minigames. I haven't posted a minigame tutorial in like a year or two, but I did go through and organize all of the minigames that I have tutorialed out into their own playlist so that they're easy for you to go through and find if you like minigames as well. But again, I'm really excited to get back into designing minigames. So if you like those kinds of things, don't forget to like, favorite, share, and subscribe, and keep an eye out for future minigames. I actually just posted a tutorial on how to make Drip Leaf Spleef, which I will also be building in this server super duper soon. So if you like minigames or want more activities to add to your Minecraft world, you can definitely go check those out. I would really appreciate it. And while I hunt this invisible person who's being naughty and throwing chicken at us, let me just mention that the performance of these videos is solely reliant upon your support. So if you like this kind of content and you would like to see more, please don't forget to like, favorite, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment. Even if it's just to say hi, your support is super duper important and will allow me to continue making this sort of content for you and others to enjoy. Or even if you would like to see something completely different, simply let me know about it in the comments and I will do my best to help you out and cater to whatever it is that you desire. But now it's time to play this randomized archery minigame with Akeda Wolf. So the way that this works is that each player has 4 randomized targets. Only one of the 4 targets will be open at any given time until you successfully hit that target. The first player to shoot 9 targets, receiving 9 points, is the winner. And so I really enjoy this. You can play it alone, you can play it with a friend, or you could even play it in teams if you so desire. And again, if you would like to build this in your own world, you can follow along the tutorial that I will post in the video description. But fair warning, a lot of my older videos, like my game tutorials, kinda have terrible audio. They make me cringe every time I listen to them. I like to think that I have progressed much when it comes to making good audio, but back then I was super nervous to make videos for everyone to see, and so I would kind of throw my voice constantly, and I either sounded sarcastic or tired or, just all around not pleasant to listen to. So I am super glad that my audio has gotten better over the years, or at least has become more tolerable. Again though, I'm always trying to get better at making videos. So if you have any sort of critique or criticism, don't feel bad to tell me about it. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions of what you do or what you don't like. So the more feedback that I receive, the better that I will get at making videos. Because at the end of the day, these videos are for you. Either to entertain you and make you laugh, or to teach you something interesting that you might be able to use in the future. So again, and as always, if you have any requests, questions, or critiques, simply talk to me about it down in the comments. I would love to hear what's on your mind, whether it's good or bad. And I will do my best to help you out if you have a question or a request. But back to what's going on in the game now. In round 1, I stole the victory from Akeda Wolf, but in this one, he's been ahead of me basically the entire game. We are neck and neck, we each only need 1 point, and it looks like I can't hit the target, but Akeda Wolf can, and he wins the game. But that actually works out for the best, because it's always fun to win, so I'm glad that both of us got a victory. But now I kind of want to see what Akeda Wolf has been up to. He's always doing some crazy, amazing stuff. And we haven't even checked out his mega pyramid in quite a while. Whoa, looky there. This is definitely coming along. I love it. I love that black flooring and the frog lights in the glass. I mean, again, this scale is just gargantuan. Like, this is just so super duper cool. He even rebuilt the entire ocean monument. Like, geez. I can't wait to see what this looks like when it's done, because it is fan-freaking-tastic. I mean, this is just amazing. But now, it is election day here on the server, time to cast our vote. So be sure to tune in next time to see who wins the election for sheriff, and who wins the election for mayor. I'm really excited to see what sort of shenanigans will come from having these roles. The sheriff and the mayor each have actual duties that they're supposed to fulfill, as well as some perks and other things that come along with the territory. so it should inspire lots of new adventures. I also really like how the voting is set up. We have the nominations there at the bottom in the books. Then up here, we have our voting booth for Election Day. So I'm really excited to see who wins, and I'm excited to see what this means for the future. But that's all we got for this episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, again, don't forget to like, favorite, share, and subscribe. I can't keep making these videos without your support, so I really hope you enjoyed them. And a big shout out to all of my subscribers and all of my supporters. It is because of all of you that the channel keeps on growing. So I really love you all, and I really appreciate all of your support. We will do great things together one day at a time. So I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of their day and a fantastic week to follow. But that's all we got for this episode, so until next time, I've been your host, OmLedu, hopefully showing you a cool build or two, and reminding you, as always, don't forget to have fun. Bye-bye.